Ladies and gentlemen, your presentation evening will start in...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Introducing to the stage, your chairman, Tony Blood!
Good evening everyone and welcome to the Netherton United Ladies and Girls Awards evening. Usually this event is our social event in the calendar, the one time in a year where all of our players, coaches, parents, volunteers and sponsors can all come together and celebrate another fantastic season. Unfortunately, and for obvious reasons, we can't all be together, but what we can do is this. Hopefully, this video will represent a unique and interesting way in which we can still reflect on the season and celebrate all of our achievements. Our club has also been noticed by a number of high-profile personalities who have taken the time to wish us well.
Good luck, Netherton women and girls, for the rest of the season.
Hi, it's Cammy. Good luck to Netherton Ladies United. I've heard you are unbelievable, Jeff.
Hi everyone at Netherton United Football Club. I just wanted to send a message to say I hope you're all well and healthy in this time. Thanks for your support throughout the season and hopefully we can see you back at the Academy Stadium soon. Stay fit and stay healthy. Before
I continue, I would like to take a moment and mention all of the many key workers across a whole host of professions that are doing so much for us all. We have a number of key workers within our football family, and on behalf of Netherton United Football Club, I would like to say a big thank you. What this situation has highlighted though is what a fantastic club we have, filled with fantastic people. Across every age group, it has been amazing to see the creativity and challenges being set to keep the players engaged and active. The togetherness whilst being apart has been inspirational. We've seen various TikTok challenges, skill challenges, the ladies staying home, keep you up video, the club-wide greatest goal ever scored keep you up video, and of course our regular Netherton United Ladies and Girls Big Fat COVID-19 Stuck It On Board, Missing Football and Don't Know What to Do Quiz of the Year, hosted by Under 10 manager Simon Hill. Big thank you to all those taking the time to plan and organise these activities. Please keep them coming as they really do help. I would also like to mention the amazing amount raised for charity by the under 10 and under 11 coaches Simon Hill, Lee Langley, Lee Nuroomz, Jonah and Martin Savage, who between them have raised over £1,500 in return for shaving and waxing various parts of their bodies. Well done guys. So, this video, what can you expect? Firstly, you'll have to hear a little bit more from me, and then we'll hear a short season review from each of the teams. It is at that point that every player from each group would normally come up and collect their personal trophy. Again, not possible at the moment, but I can assure you that every single ladies and girl player will be getting a trophy to recognise their efforts during last season. Following the team reviews, we will move on to the special award categories. 4 players in each team will be individually honoured with a special award. The categories are Supporters Player of the Year, Most Improved Player of the Year, Players Player of the Year and Managers Player of the Year. These trophies are extra special as the award-winning players have been nominated by their parents, their teammates and their coaches for their effort and commitment over the course of the season. So good luck to all of the players. Now, we were on track for an unprecedented season. Following on from last season's Under-13 League Cup win, we started this season with more teams than ever before. We welcomed a brand new Under-15 team to the club, introduced new Under-10 and Under-11 teams, and although not a new team, we had the return of the ladies, with a new manager in Lee Martin. More on that later. When the season stopped, we were in a position where we had established another development team at the youngest level. Our invincible Under-10s were yet to face defeat. Our Under-11s had hit a great run of form. Our Under-12s were in the County Cup final and sitting joint top of the league. Our Under-14s were in the League Cup semi-final. Our Under-15s were on track to finish as league runners-up. And our ladies were in the League Cup semi-final with the league title still up for grabs. On top of all of that, the ladies also represented the club in the Women's FA Cup, and we applied for promotion to Step 6 of the ladies' football pyramid. But despite the premature finish to the season, every minute played has been another opportunity to develop and practice, to make mistakes and learn. And although the record books may forget this season, we are immensely proud of every Netherton United ladies and girls player, coach, manager, volunteer and supporter for your contribution this season. We may not have won trophies, but we have had success, and lots of it. Success in seeing the many friendships being made on and off the pitch. Success in seeing new players join the club and develop in confidence and ability. My vision of the club is one in which there is a fun and friendly environment where mistakes can be made and encouraged. We have a number of exceptional players at the club, but they didn't get there by chance. They worked hard and they made lots of mistakes along the way. So I tell all the players that I coach, don't practice until you get it right, practice until you can't get it wrong. So for me, seeing our many players across all of the age groups working hard every Tuesday and Wednesday, every Saturday and Sunday, with smiles on their faces, has been one of our biggest successes. We speak a lot about our football teams and our coaching teams, but behind the scenes, there is another team that largely goes unnoticed, but does a huge amount of work in keeping the ladies and girls section running. I would like to say a big thank you to our committee of Joe Hill, Rachel Dodds, Lee Martin and Warren Fennick. We have a good team spirit, and some of us have put in an unhealthy number of hours to make sure we keep moving forward. A fact that is sometimes forgotten is that we are all volunteers. We have jobs, families and other commitments, so a big thank you to all of the time that each one of you gives. Special mention for Warren, who is leaving his role as treasurer this summer. Warren has been at the club for a number of years, initially as a parent watching his daughter play before joining the committee. He then stepped up as chairman for 2 seasons before taking on the role of treasurer for the last 2 seasons. At one point, the committee consisted of just me and Warren, and between us, we tried our best to keep the club together whilst laying the foundations for where we are today. Warren, good luck with everything, and thank you for all your help and support over the years. And on that note, I'm pleased to announce that Yaz Green from our ladies team will be joining the committee as our new treasurer. Welcome to the team, Yaz. Glad to have you on board. We're always looking for additional people to join the committee, so if you have a flair for event planning, fundraising, or you can spare some time in some way to support your team or the club in a little bit more, then please get in touch. My next thank you goes to our sponsors, who ensure that our teams have kit and clothing and equipment that they need. This is a particularly challenging time for them, so if you can share their social media posts, it is a small way in which we can repay that support. We have got a special trophy for each of our sponsors just to show our appreciation. More details on the team sponsors will show at the end of this video. My final and biggest thank you is to the parents. Without you, we would have no players. You are the taxi drivers, the cheerleaders. You wipe away the tears in the bad times, you lead the celebrations in the good times. Thank you for all that you do. Now, as I mentioned earlier, some of you will be individually honoured for your contribution this season. However, I would like to acknowledge every one of our players for your contribution that you give to your team and this club. I am proud to have been your chairman for the last 2 seasons, and regardless of what happens next, our progress will continue. A lot has been achieved, with a lot still to do, and there is certainly an exciting time ahead. Next season, we have a lot to look forward to. I'm sure all of our teams will build on the success of the season. We have a new team at the youngest level, which will be managed by Martin Savage, and for the first time, we'll have an under-16 team. Now, this is quite an important milestone, because over the course of the next season, we will start to have players from our junior and youth level become eligible to support the ladies team. For a long time, there has been a significant age gap between the ladies team and the junior and youth teams. So it's a fantastic place to be, that over the course of the next few seasons we will have a stream of young talented players that will be able to continue playing Saturday football as well as represent the ladies on Sundays, where possible of course. We will also look to have lots of social events as well. So, okay, thank you for listening to me for the last 7 or 8 minutes. We will now move on to our team reviews, starting from the youngest to the oldest. So, may I introduce Simon Hill from the Under-10s.
Thank you, Tony, and hello everybody. A bit of a different one this year, for obvious reasons. So quite unusual, but hi everybody. I want to run through the development Under-10s and say a few thank yous if I can. So we'll start with that. And firstly, a big thank you to Mr. Chairman, Tony. Hard work, graft in the background. So thank you for making and helping make this club what it is. The committee worked hard, and again, without the work that you guys put in, we wouldn't have a club. So thank you to everybody. And I think a really big thank you to obviously all of the players, but the parents, because without you guys bringing them to training, taking them to matches on a Saturday, and in wind and rain and all the elements, if it wasn't for you guys and your commitment, we wouldn't have the team. So thank you so much for your involvement, your support, because as I say, without you we couldn't do it. So this season been fantastic. Unbeaten in the league, so 15 games, 1 draw, 14 wins. Outstanding. It's not all about the winning, certainly in this age group, but the girls have taken it upon themselves to be confident, try things, and playing as a really, really special, great team. Girls from the development squad have stepped up and played in league games, so everybody's been involved in a cracking season. So development wise, we've got, or overall, we've got now 20 players. So we've split them into 2. Most weeks we've tried behind the scenes, we've been working hard as coaches to try and get 2 games on a weekly basis to allow all the girls to play football, and more often than not we've achieved that, which is great because it means that, as I say, the girls can play. Most of our girls, if not all of them, have played in our league matches, and all of them have played a part. So a massive well done to all of you. From a development point of view, the newer people that have come in this season, or the newer girls that have come in, have joined the development group, and we've seen an outstanding talent across all of the girls that have developed, both in their social skills. They've built friendships, they've forged new friendships with people that they didn't know, which is what we set out to do as coaches. So I think we've ticked a number of boxes. All of the girls, congratulations on a fantastic season. Well done, and looking forward to next season to getting back into it.
Thanks, Simon. Really, really good season from the Under-10s. The results they were getting were just fantastic, and what was also a big success was the fact that we've managed to grow an additional team, which will be coached by Martin Savage next season. Fantastic group of players, fantastic group of coaches. I'm sure they're going to have lots of success over the years. So, moving on to our next age group, the Under-11s, and can I introduce Dave?
It's Lee from the Under-11s. I hope you're all okay. At the start of this season, the plan was to get the girls playing as a team to improve their ball control, their play and their skills. This was a great success. They all did really well. As the season progressed, their confidence grew and they all showed a real flair for the game. Both me and Ian are really proud of all of you. A great squad to be associated with. Next season hopefully arriving soon, we will move up to 9-a-side with offside rules. New challenges which I'm sure you will all smash. Ivy, Kelsey, Imogen, Leslie, Kaylee, Olivia F, Olivia R, Sienna, Gabby, Willow, Alicia, Aisha and Millie. We would like to thank you all personally. You have been outstanding as players, team members and representatives of Netherton United, ladies and girls. Well done.
Hello everyone, this is Ian from the Under-11s. Hope all of you are doing well. This season has been a good one for us, so a very big thank you to all the girls for their effort and enthusiasm throughout the games and training sessions. A big thank you to the parents as well for their continuous support and motivation from the sidelines. We started slowly, but once we had played a few games, it all started coming together. We improved as a team, we improved as individuals, and it was overall a great show. Unfortunately, the season did not end the way we wanted it to be, but it was a great learning experience for all of us. We look forward to the next season, as we know it's a 9-a-side games now, and it's going to be a big step up for the girls, but I'm sure we'll do well. And again, another really good season for Dave, Ian and the girls. Relatively new team, new coaching team. Dave and Ian came together as a pair at the start of the season. A lot of the players played for the under-10s last season, but most were new to the club this season, and they've just been getting better and better all the time. I've watched a few games and yeah, they're just fantastic, and they're going to have a lot of success again over the course of the next few seasons. So moving on to our under-12s, and can I please introduce Kev Blood.
Hi everyone, hope you're all well. I'm really missing everyone now. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all again back at training, and hopefully that'll be sometime in the next couple of months or so, just so we can get ready for the new season, get lots of practice in. This season has been our first season playing in our own age group. After playing several seasons in the older age group, I felt this would help the girls develop their technical ability without having to deal with the physical size advantages that the older girls have. And I think it's really shown in the confidence this year, and really in the fact that we've had such an amazing season. This season's been the longest time we've ever sat on top of the league, and it's the first time we've ever reached the county cup final. It's just really frustrating not to be able to finish the season and see how it would have ended up. But either way, I'm really proud of everyone, and I know you're all capable of anything you set your mind to. For me, the reward this year has just been watching you improve and become more confident as players, and just how strong you've become as a team. I think having several new players join this season, it's been great to watch. The new friendships form, and watch how you all become key players in the team. I'd like to thank everyone involved in Netherton, from the chairman to the committee members and coaches, especially my assistant coach Sean for helping create and develop our team. And Netherton, in my opinion, is the best setup in Peterborough, always pushing to keep one step above the rest. And on behalf of the under-12s, we really love being a part of this club. Big thank you to our main sponsor, Thru School and Motoring. Kindly donates money every year to get out the team, and your support really does go a long way, and we look forward to proudly displaying your company again on the kit next season. And if there is anyone at the club looking to learn to drive in the near future, then please get in contact with Colin at Thru. Let's help repay that support by using our sponsors. Our final thank yous are to the players and the parents. Just thanks really for being a part of our football family, always staying loyal, supporting each other every week, and always trying hard to improve and push your boundaries each week. And I'm really thankful that I've got such a great group of girls and parents that I can call friends. See you all again soon. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks, Kev. Wow, what a season the under-12s had. County Cup final and joint top of the league at the time the season finished. Oh, I was gutted for them. It was so close. but I'm sure they'll go on and achieve big things next season and the seasons after. A lot of people comment on their brand of football, the passing, the movement. There's some very, very good players in that team. So good luck for next season, girls. Moving on to the under-14s, a team that I know very well. Me. So, excuse me, I think I'll do this one. You stick to being chairman. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll do the coaches bit, okay? I'll hand you over to him. Honestly, our chairman, he wants to do everything. So, good evening, everybody. I assume it's evening. I have no idea what day it is anymore. But I hope everyone is safe and well. So, under 14s. So this was the season where we transitioned into full 11-a-side football. And we started the season full of confidence because the season before we'd won the League Cup, we were the league runners-up, we'd won the Wisbeach tournament in the summer, we won the Riverside tournament in the summer, so we were all really looking forward to this season. So we kept the squad size fairly small, only 13 players, because I was quite keen that everybody got lots of match time. So we started the season well. Our first couple of league games were postponed, so we were thrown straight into the cup. But we won our League Cup group stage comfortably, winning every game, and we got through the first round of the County Cup, where we picked up a 10-0 win against Peterborough Northern Star, which is always good. However, we didn't allow for a couple of long-term injuries. We also had a player leave, so before we knew it, we were back to playing 9-a-side again, but albeit on a much, much bigger pitch. So we advertised for some new players, and we were really fortunate to get 3 really good players in Eva, Naimar and Amelia. So things were looking up again. We had a nice big squad, and we were ready to kickstart our season. Then we had Storm Kiara. The football stopped, but the storm passed and the season was looking up again. Then we had Storm Dennis. The football stopped, but the storm passed and the season was looking up again. Then we had coronavirus and football stopped, and it stayed stopped. And that's where we are now. And this storm will pass, and before you know it, we'll be back playing football again. But overall, it felt like a bit of a stop-start season. Not just for us, but for everybody. You know, we had enough players. We were playing football. We didn't have enough players. Football stopped. Football started again. We had a big enough squad. Football stopped again. We just couldn't get into any routine. But that said, I'm still really, really proud of all of the girls. Every week, they were getting better as individuals and as a team, and it's been so nice to watch them develop into these fantastic young ladies. Each and every one of them, I'm sure the parents are all very, very proud. So at the start of the season, I decided that this would be my last season as a coach, but I had no idea that the end would come much sooner than I'd hoped, really. A number of the girls have been with me since the under 10 level, and over the last 5 years we've had far more ups than we've had downs. We've been league runners up twice, we've been League Cup semi-finalists 3 times, League Cup finalists twice, League Cup winners once. We've also won Wisbeach tournament and the Riverside tournament, and we've had lots and lots of great experiences along the way, days out, social events. It's been absolutely fantastic. There isn't a lot that I would change over the last 5 years, if I'm being honest. But if there is one thing, it would probably be that I could have our last match together and our last training session together on our terms. It feels a little bit rubbish going out like this. But that said, I'm still going to be around. I'm always going to be their biggest supporter, and I'll be there watching them as they develop and inch ever closer to senior football. So I'd like to thank the parents for their support, not just this season, but over the last 5 years. It's really much appreciated. I'd like to thank Lee Martin and Charlie German for their help and support, certainly last year and this year again, when I asked them to step back up to the front line to help me out when I needed them. I'd like to thank Lee From a sponsor's point of view as well, he's been absolutely brilliant over the last 5 years. The girls have wanted for nothing, and I hope they appreciate how lucky they are to have all the things that Lee can provide. So Lee, thank you very much. So for those that don't know, Lee will also be taking over from me as manager of the girls as they move up into the under-15s age group. I'm really pleased about that. Lee knows the girls know Lee, and with him managing the ladies team as well, I think he's best placed to start preparing them for that step up to senior football. But my last and biggest thank you is to the girls. You brought endless entertainment every Tuesday and every Saturday. At times I felt like I was talking to myself, but you're all absolutely mad. It's been an absolute privilege watching you all grow over the years, especially those who started with me aged 8, running around like excited headless chickens, and developing into this all-conquering dominant force that you became. It's been absolutely brilliant, so thank you all very much. I don't have daughters of my own, but I do envy those who do and get to see them play and develop here at the Grange. But parents, thank you for trusting me to be a part of your daughters' lives over the last 5 seasons, and girls, thank you for being a part of my life for the last 5 seasons. It's been absolutely brilliant, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, back to you. So thank you, me. Our last manager at youth and junior level is Gary Smith at the under-15, so I'll just hand you over to Gary now. Thank you very much.
Hello, it's Gary, the under-15 girls manager. This season for us has been a really good season. We've had a lot of new players as well as keeping my full team for the last 3 or 4 seasons. We ended up finishing 5th, I believe, in the league, although with the points and games in hands we had, we could have finished 2nd in the league easily. So gutted. But for the performance from the girls in the season we've had, I'm really pleased. Really pleased. So well done to them. And looking forward to the season ahead. Next season I'd like to continue exactly the same way as we are now. I'm really happy with the performance we're putting in, the effort all the girls are putting in, and the team we've got is solid. So well done to everybody. Looking forward to next season. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. It's been a really good first season for the under-15s at the club. After maybe a slow start, they were really picking up some good results towards the end of the season. Really good to see some of the under-14s stepping up and playing at under-15 level. And I think the way things were going, a top 2 finish wouldn't have been too unrealistic. So really well done. Well done, Gary, Paul, and all the girls. Brilliant stuff. So finally, I'd like to introduce our ladies manager, Mr. Lee Martin. But before I do, can I just say a couple of things? So one of my personal key objectives at the start of the season was to try and re-energise the ladies team, if you like. They've always been a key part of the club, but over the last couple of seasons they've been a little bit disjointed from the junior setup. So I wanted that relationship and that link between the seniors and juniors to be much closer. I wanted it to be more of a professional feel amongst the ladies. I wanted the juniors to look up to them, really, to know their names. I wanted the senior players to know the junior players' names, maybe join in at training, and just try and create that one club environment. So I spoke to Lee last summer about these aspirations, really, and Lee offered to step up as manager. And since then, what he's brought to the team has been absolutely fantastic. Not just a new sense of purpose and energy and focus, but he's introduced the match programs, personal health and fitness advisor, setting standards for the players both on and off the pitch. We've seen more of the ladies come along to junior training sessions, and likewise we've seen more of the juniors attend the ladies matches. So it's been absolutely brilliant, and it's something that's not going to noticed by me, by the club, and by other clubs right across the region. So really well done, Lee. Thanks very much for all your effort you've put in this season. I know at times it's not been easy, but I think it's definitely been worth it, and we've laid some really strong foundations for next season and the seasons after. So, ladies and gentlemen, Lee Martin.
Well, hello. It's a great honour to be stood in front of you all this evening talking to you about the amazing ladies team. This last season has been quite a journey for the team. Before the season started, Tony and I sat in front of remnants of the ladies team, about 6 or 7 players who were disillusioned, felt disconnected to the club and let down. Although we explained our plans and intent to invest in them, it was clear they were sceptical. As we left the meeting, Tony asked if I was sure about taking on the role. Always liking a challenge, I was never more sure. Rumours circulated amongst the opposition that we were going to fold as a team. However, it felt like an ideal opportunity for a new start, for the team to be reborn, and hence the matchday programme we introduced being entitled The Phoenix, to represent this, a rising from the fire, a new start. We started regular training, investing with new kit and equipment, and introduced a new way of playing. That was all about the easy ball. FA Cup and Northland Cup games, which saw narrow defeats to teams from higher leagues, actually made the ladies realise how good they were. This self-belief led to some amazing performances. The team lost only 1 game in 12 subsequent league and cup fixtures. Before the season was so frustratingly brought to a close, the ladies were semi-finalists in the League Cup. Due to play a St Ives team, we'd beaten twice in the league already, so for me that makes us finalists. We would have been due to play a Cambridge uni side whose league form was not as good as ours, and having watched them, I know we would have beat them. In the league, we had 4 games in hand. The last league game we played against top of the table Haverhill, we drew, having taken the lead, but should have won, even though we only had 9 players for the majority of the game. For me, that last game, the spirit, the determination, the self-belief that the ladies showed was incredible, and personified for me how far they'd come, and how silverware in the form of the league and the League Cup would have been theirs if the season had concluded. So on reflection, yes, it's been a bumpy ride at times. As a team, we've done our share of storming, but as demonstrated during this lockdown period, we're now even more united, supporting each other, knowing you're part of a successful, strong and determined team. Whilst there's no team silverware this season, having the FA League Secretary tell you you're the best team in the league, and players from other teams wanting to join you for the new season, certainly feels like the Phoenix has risen and flying high for next season. I know the ladies are all keen to start the new season where we left off, as am I.
Thank you very much, Lee. So that's the end of the team reviews, and we will now move on to the award winners. So our first category will be the most improved player of the year. And again, starting from youngest to oldest, Simon, over to you.
So moving on to our awards. So we'll start with the development. We've got 2 awards in this this group. We've got the most improved player, and this is given to a young lady who has come in having never played football, worked really, really hard. She listens, she wants to improve, and she really, really has done, stepping up on several occasions into the league matches and played a huge part. So our most improved player for the development girls this season goes to Amelia Uzniak. So well done, Amelia. So moving on to the under 10s. So really, really difficult in both groups. Difficult to pick and single out anybody, but we have to do it. It's difficult because, as I said earlier on, the standard and the talent that we've got is just incredible, and every single girl deserves an award. We'll start with the most improved in the under 10s. So this young lady joined us from Middleton Primary School, and it has been a rock at the back. Fantastic defender, works really hard, nothing gets past her. She listens at training, she wants to get better, and she's certainly done that. And the most improved player goes to Alyssa Jacob.
The award for most improved player goes to someone who is willing to listen, always ready to try something new, and who does not give up. But well done, Willow.
Most improved player. This one's been difficult because everyone's improved, but what's really stood out for me this year is this player's effort on a Saturday. Really stepped up a level, and her determination has really impacted how we defend as a team. She really can cover ground at lightning pace, and she makes great strikers look very average. Real key player in the team this year. So the under-12s most improved player of the year is Roxy Monday.
So under-14 most improved player of the year award. Before I announce the winner, I would just like to say a very quick mention to somebody who was a very, very close second, and that is Jam. Jam, you have come on so far over the last 2 seasons, and it was very close between picking you or the person who did win. But I just want to acknowledge your effort, and your ability has grown so much. So keep going, keep working hard. You're doing really, really well, and I doubt there is a player in the league who can throw a football as far as you can. Well done, Jam. But under-14 most improved player of the year, I have named somebody who was already a very, very good player, who is moving into the excellent player category. She plays with a quiet confidence and ruthless aggression. When she comes looking for the ball, you may as well just give it to her. She's going to take it anyway. She's fast, she's strong, she never gives up. Absolutely fantastic player, and I'm delighted to say under-14 most improved player of the year, Grace Loveridge.
Most improved. Now again, this is one of the hardest to pick because everybody has improved as a player as well as part of the team. So the players, each and every single one of them could have had the same award, but this year it's gone to Courtney. Courtney has excelled this year. She has become the player we all know she can be, and I hope she continues to develop the way she is, and it'll be absolutely amazing. So well done to you.
Okay, so the ladies' most improved player of the season. Again, this was a survey conducted from the players and also with my input as well. A couple of contenders. Natalie Gibbs came very, very close. A lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, and has really improved over the season. But there was one outstanding player who, at the start of the season, wasn't even a player with the team. They were just a mother supporting their daughter and coming along for some fitness. So as you can probably guess from the description, I'm pleased to announce the most improved player of the season, voted by the rest of the players with my recommendation as well, is Claire Nodes. Congratulations, Claire, a fantastic achievement that's seen you finish the season as a regular player within the team squad and making appearances, and I look forward to that continuing next year.
Congratulations to all of the winners. Well done. Okay, moving on to our next award, the Supporters Player of the Year. So this award has been nominated by the parents from the junior teams and from the ladies team by a group of spectators that regularly attend.
So next is the Supporters Player. So this is who our fans, so you guys, parents, people that come down and watch us on a regular basis, this is who you voted for as your Player of the Year, and this one this season goes to Holly Hill.
The award for the Parents Player of the Season, as chosen by all the parents, goes to a player who has been very consistent with her performances throughout the season. As somebody who is always ready to help others when in need, this one goes to Kate. Well done, Kate.
Supporters player. This player has been nominated by the parents, who are the #1 fans, and some of this year's parents' favourite highlights or goals of the season will have most definitely included this player. She's able to play in literally any position, always on form every single week, and always looking for a way to bribe me for a donut. I'm sure you've all guessed it. The under-12s Supporters Player of the Year, Eloise Anton.
The Under 14 Supporters Player of the Year, as voted by the parents, goes to someone who is 100% reliable. She's a great asset to the team. She's confident, she's funny. We couldn't do without her, to be honest. She is our number one, Ruby Wright.
The second award we're going to mention will be the Spectators Player. Spectators Player this season has gone to Embe, and that's because Embe has had an amazing season for us. She's our highest goal scorer in the team as well as in the league. She has absolutely smashed it this year. She's been an absolute asset to our team, so well done to you.
So the Ladies Supporters Player of the Year. Now, ladies teams, we do get some supporters down, and I was able to canvass 6 or 7 of them that were regular attendees to our games. And again, a close run thing, but this year's Supporters Player of the Year is our solid defender, Hannah Johnson. Well done, Hannah. Congratulations, a well-deserved award as recognised by those observing us week in, week out. Congratulations.
Again, congratulations to all of the winners. Very, very well deserved. Our next category is the Players Player of the Year award. The winners here were nominated by their fellow teammates, so a highly regarded award. Good luck to everybody.
Now we've got the Players Player, so this is voted for by the peers, so all the players in the group, and they've picked out their Player of the Year this season to be an outstanding footballer, without a doubt, going to go a long way in the game, and that's Sinead Pollard. So well done, Sinead.
The award for Players Player, chosen by the team, goes to an amazing player and a great captain. Well done, Millie.
Players Player. This player is chosen for being a strong team player. She loves the challenge, she loves to win. She's grown to be a real gem in the team, and the team know they're in real safe hands with this player. The Under 12s Players Player of the Year is Emily Spencer.
The Under 14 Players Player of the Year award, nominated by her fellow teammates, and very well deserved. An excellent player, an unbelievable work rate. She's always training, and she's one to look out for the future, definitely. The winner, congratulations, Alicia Pollard.
Players Player this season was really close, but it ended up as Players Player has gone to Bethany Smith. I've asked the girls for a few reasons why, and they just told me that she gives 100% on every game she plays. Win or lose, she comes on the field smiling, and she cheers the rest of the team up to play, so well done to you.
So, the ladies team Players Player of the Season. Possibly the award that's most coveted as it's voted by your peers. Close run thing. The survey went out to the ladies, 2 or 3 players in contention, but I'm pleased to announce that this year's winner is our outstanding goalkeeper, Katie Cooper. Congratulations, Katie.
Well done to all of those who were named Players Player of the Year. Very well deserved. Our final award is the Managers Player of the Year award. Good luck to everybody.
Next is the coaches player. So this is who we have picked as our player of the year for the development squad. And again, a young lady who had played very little football, joined the team this season and has integrated really, really well into the squad. Work rate is just incredible. She comes off the pitch having worked really, really hard. She's always sweating when she walks off the pitch, and improved massively, integrated so well into the team. So our coaches player for the development group is Leah Mould. And then finally, we've got the coaches player. So this is who we as coaches have picked as our player of the season. And it's an all-round thing. It's based on a number of things: how well she plays, how well she behaves at training, how well she listens, and of course how well she plays football. This young girl is an outstanding talent, and will go a very, very long way within the game should she decide that that's what she wants to do. Numerous amount of goals, numerous amounts of assists, a fantastic team player, and an absolutely outstanding young lady. So as coaches, we have picked our coaches player this season as Amna Hussain.
The next award is the Manager's Player of the Season. There has been quite a few good performances throughout the season, so to pick one was a very difficult job for both me and Lee. For her ability to show her skills on the ground and to adapt to any position we asked her to play in, this one goes to Alicia. Well done.
Manager's player. So every year I have sleepless nights trying to choose this winner, because I'd love to give every single player this award, and to choose one above the rest really is difficult, and I'm sure every manager feels the same way. But this year I've come to a decision, and and this player really does deserve this trophy. Since starting at the club, she really has gelled into the team. She's formed great partnerships with her teammates. Really is a great team player. But she's also a very creative individual, and she loves to push herself every single week. Always turns up with a cheeky, happy smile. I give to you the under-12s Manager's Player of the Year, Madison Parry.
Under-14 Manager's Player of the Year. I've selected someone who I believe encompasses everything that we're looking for at Netherton. Great work ethic, she trains hard, she plays hard, she's excellent with the junior teams. She also trains with the teams above her, so the under-15s and the ladies. Even when she's not at the Grange, she's still seems to always be in her training top. But she's had another fantastic season, an unbelievable right foot on her. She can cross the ball from anywhere and get it to land wherever she wants. Really, really good season. Well done. My selection for Manager's Player of the Year, Paige Knowles.
Our awards this year have been really, really difficult choices for everybody by the sounds of it, because it's been really, really close. Our manager's player has gone to a girl that has helped me no end and helped gel this team and boost this team to what we've now got today, and that's gone to Eleanor. So congratulations to Eleanor.
And so to the Manager's Player of the Year. It's very, very difficult this one. My first season managing the ladies. I honestly wanted to give this to the whole team, but was told I had to award to one person. So many people for so many different reasons, contenders for this. Notably, there's three that really stuck out for me, and in reverse order. Katie Cooper as our goalkeeper. Again, not just on the pitch, fantastic saves that she's kept us in games, but actually her efforts off the pitch in supporting the juniors and getting involved in coaching junior goalkeepers has been fantastic to see. Secondly, I'd like to make reference to Yaz. Yaz Green, in terms of the start of the season, her approach has massively improved in terms of commitment to the team, fighting back, tackling back as instructed to, but also Yaz has been the first ladies team member to join the committee at the club. I think that's a fantastic achievement, showing dedication to get more involved with the club as well as putting the effort on the pitch. However, there is one player for me that personified the commitment, the attitude and the approach that was exemplary for the team. Also happens to be our youngest player. So my manager's player of the season goes to Lissy. Lissy, your adaptability from playing at the start of the season in midfield to defence to playing in goal when needed, your attitude, your humour, your sense of fun, training in Crocs, we won't go there, has been a joy to observe, and I know the team would join me in thanking you for bringing that humour and that commitment and that dedication to the club and to the team this season. So my manager's player of the year is Lissy. Well deserved, and congratulations.
So that concludes our awards. I really hope you enjoyed this video. There was a lot of work putting it together. I'd like to say a massive thank you to the coaches for recording their speeches. Public speaking isn't easy at the best of times, and it's even more difficult when you're doing it in a room by yourself into your phone or a camera. So thank you very much to everybody who's put in their time and effort to make this video possible. So again, thank you to all of the players, parents, volunteers and coaches for your efforts last season. It is really, really appreciated. These are strange times that we're going through at the moment, but it won't last forever. I look forward to seeing you all at the Grange soon. Take care, see you soon, bye.